I may not be a smart man, but I know what Star Trek is. There's a new Star Trek very short film out there. It's from ATOY, I think, the Roddenberry archive. They've done previous short videos like Motion Picture Spock, which isn't like AI making it look like Leonard Nimoy. They actually found an actor who looks like Leonard Nimoy. Too bad J.J. Abrams couldn't do that. Sorry, Zachary. Lawrence Salick. They put a little prosthetics on him, mostly the ears, I think. So they've been playing around with Spock and also Yeoman Colt from The Cage. For some reason, I think they found an actress with an upturned nose and said, "You're our Yeoman Colt. Let's use you." So that's how this Reunification short film opens. We see a few clips. Enterprise D saucer section on Veridian 3 from Generations. We also see Gary Mitchell from Where No Man Has Gone Before. Apparently the same actor, Gary Lockwood, came back to reprise the role. Boy, has he aged well. Must be those superhuman powers he enveloped in his eyes during that episode. We also see a flashback of Captain Kirk's skeleton from the Picard series, which was at the Daystrom Institute, I think. And everyone's like, what? That's a cool Easter egg. Captain Kirk egg. But no flashback of my man Sybok. Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, is my favorite Star Trek thing ever. It's got everything, and people hate it, which makes me love it more. So Sybok, here's my shout out to you. But then we get to the moment that I've been hoping for ever since I was a little boy in the movie theater in 1994. My dad took me to see Star Trek Generations, and I'm pretty sure I cried like a baby when Captain Kirk fell off a bridge and was crushed underneath by Alex from A Clockwork Orange. But 30 years later, he's back. He's walking through this jungle setting. He touches this leaf, like re-experiencing life for the first time. William Shatner, 93-year-old William Shatner, came back for this role. They made him look more like Captain Kirk in the face. I guess he wore some kind of wig. Here he is with the three other actors, Lawrence Salick and Yeoman Colt. Hello, actress who played Yeoman Colt. So Captain Kirk comes out of the jungle into like a lovely botanical garden area where he sees Lieutenant Savick, now an old lady. And there's like an acknowledgement he knows who she is. Probably hasn't seen her since Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. Although there's a younger man behind her. Probably her son, maybe even a son she had with Spock, because there's kind of an acknowledgement. Then Kirk walks away to this demon alien wearing a Season 1 TNG uniform for some reason. Now I'm sure this is from Lower Decks or some other nonsense. And then this creepy alien hands Captain Kirk his Star Trek logo emblem. And then the garden disappears and he's in a black like hallway. Don't you hate it when that happens? And then he's young again. He's from the original series. You can hear a little bit of the old Star Trek bridge. Then Kirk sees his movie version. Then he disappears into Generations Kirk and he keeps walking along. He goes into a room, which, I don't know, I'm getting 2001 Space Odyssey vibes here. Is this where we go when we pass through another realm? Old-fashioned furniture and a bay window. Someone's lying in bed. It's Spock. Holds his hand. They watch the sunset together, like lovers often do. And I guess this is Spock's death. But at least they got to reconnect. And I love how they're playing like the Lost music. Oceanic Flight 815, if my memory serves me correctly. Thank goodness they didn't get George Takei in. He could have walked in the background, and as Spock died and the sun goes down, he says,
"You and the horse you rode in on."
But what did you think of ATOY Reunification short Star Trek film? How did they make Spock look so realistic and Kirk kind of like his infamous DirecTV commercial? Actually, I take it back. Star Trek 5 isn't my favorite Star Trek thing. Star Trek The Next Generation is. Sorry, William Shatner.